So I don't know how great Ritual Suit is. I think it's fine. Like I haven't seen anyone play. I haven't seen anyone play against it. I don't know. I think it could be good, but I think if I'm playing, like, I don't want to play Golgari again. So if I'm playing this, I'm playing Dimir. If I'm in Dimir, I'd prefer a Capture Sphere. Just in general. So I think that's what we're taking. So I mean, we're looking at Beacon Bolt doesn't interest me. Guild Summit, no. Boulder Hulk, no. Bones is bad. Guild Gates, not at this point. Mesmerist, no. Punch, you can do some fun Is It stuff with it, but it's not. I don't think it's, you know, a main card that you want. Everything else, like Take Heart, I'll play any Boros deck, but I'm not first picking it. Whereas Capture Sphere's removal. Removal's great. Great is great. Sweet. Pack 2, we've got another Capture Sphere, but we've got a better card in City Watch Sphinx. League Guild Mage, also good. True Fire Captain, also good. I like my Helium Patrol. I think we'll just take the City Watch Sphinx here. It's fine. It's good. It's good. It's a good card. It's a 6 drop, which is the only downside, but otherwise it's pretty good. Pack 3. We don't see anything that really works with what we're trying to do. No blue cards, obviously. Sonic Assault is a blue-red card. The best card in the pack is probably either the Restorer or the Bodyguard. And the Bodyguard's probably better of the two. So I guess we take that and keep our options open. Because if we're... Hatchery Spider doesn't interest me. Direct Current does interest me. Luminous Bond's also good. This is an interesting pack. Direct Current's pretty much just the best card. Glaive of the Guild Pact, obviously a good... Oh, not obviously a good card, what am I saying? Glaive of the Guild Pact is a card that I'm seeing a lot of conversation about. I don't know how good it is. I don't think it's great. I'm taking Direct Current here. So I mean, this point I could be Is It, or I could just cut the blue cards and be the other one, Boros. Either way, I'm pretty happy. Mission Roofing doesn't interest me. Burglar Rats says a lot of love. Sure Strike's fine though. Cosmo Wave's good. Shield Mate's good. Like Shield Mate's a good white card in if you are Boros. Blue seems to be being either picked off or not being opened. We'll take the Sure Strike. We'll see what happens here. We're keeping our options open a little bit, and maybe a little bit too much. I can't believe we lost games to this. Dimir Informant is a good card if we're going back into the blue side of things. Like, where I'm at the moment, I'm not drafting an Is It deck, I'm drafting a Dimir deck and a Boros deck. Like, these two don't really go together. Another Sure Strike if we wanted, a Hammer Dropper, a Radical Idea, depending which way we want to go. I like Radical Idea. So this is about the furthest I want to go keeping open. At this point, we kind of want to solidify on a guild, on a line, and stick to it. No hints. This doesn't give us any indication as to what we should be taking at all. Sure Strike. Bats, Altitude. Sure Strike, I guess. I'll take the Shield Mate for the Is It deck, for the Boros deck. But we're so far from a Boros deck right now. This is not looking good right now, folks. Alright, we're going to use pack 2 as our decider. I mean, Hammer Dropper's fine for the red-white deck. Not that I want to play it, but... Okay, unplayable rares. That's what we want to see. Actually, I prefer the Sunhome Stuart, to be honest. Yeah, no, I prefer the Stalwart Stuart. This one. They're both great cards. Obviously, the Brain Destructor is good as well. I'm going to take the uncommon, the 2/2 for 2. At this point, I think we just kind of have to push in and force a colour, because we left ourselves way too open. Healer's Hawk, as we saw in the last game, is a great card. In the last draft, is a great card. Bargy can win games. We need to bring our curve down. Obviously, like this is the top of our curve. We don't want anything else at this end. But if we could just get good red-white creatures coming down the bottom end, I'd prefer not to play that if I can avoid it. But come on, someone could just pass us some red cards. I think we're giving up on the idea of blue. Maybe we pushed ourselves too far away from it and we got cut off pretty quickly, I believe. Give me Legionnaires, give me Healer's Orcs, give me Parhelion Patrols, maybe a Parhelion Patrol. Give me 2 drops. I'll take a Righteous. What does this card do? Let's read this one. Exile all cards from all opponents' graveyards. You may cast those cards this turn, and you may spend mana as though it was mana of any type to cast those spells. At the beginning of the next end step, if any of those cards remain exiled, return them to their owner's graveyard. Exile this. We'll take a Righteous Blow. So at this point, what we're trying to do is just get creatures for our deck and cut off red going back the other way, so that if somebody is in red passing pack 3 to us, we're trying to push them out of it. Desperate plays. There's a good chance this deck is going to be terrible. We've got a lot of combat, we've got a lot of spells here, so I'm going to take Fire Urchin. Normally I don't like it that much, but we're already 6 spells deep. And it's going to do some damage. We've got a 3-drop. A bad 3-drop that we will play. And we'll be happy to play. We got a 2-drop. This is the backdooring into a Burrows deck. We take bad 2-drops, bad 3-drops. We get sad that we're passing a deadweight with 8 cards in the pack. We're not playing Garrison Sergeant. I'll tell you that right now. Just take the deadweight out off the table. Right, yeah, we're definitely getting cut here. Notion Rain. Loxodon Restorer may find a spot in our deck. We might be desperate enough that we put that in. Don't want to. Let's be clear on that, but we might have to. Alright, more creatures. Hey, we got a mythic. There we go. Candlelight Vigil. And an unplayable green card. Alright, pack 3. Aurelia. Scarlet Legionnaire. Let's hope that we did enough to stop the person next to us from taking red cards. And open a terrible pack. Piston Fist Cyclops is the best card for us here. And that's not a good thing. Parhelion Patrol I don't hate. Ooh, Tribunal. I just want creatures though. No, we'll take the Tribunal. We're more likely to get the Parhelion Patrol back. People seem down on it, but it's a lot better than I think most people take for granted. We want a 2-drop or a 4-drop. For some reason I keep thinking the Unicorn. I keep, like, in my head linking the Unicorn and Lifelink together, but nope. I'll take the Unicorn. Up to 11 creatures. If we could pull another good 3 creatures, that's like our worst case scenario. Literally nothing. There's a 2-drop that we don't hate. It's literally just a 2/2 Vigilance, so it's literally just a second one of these, but That's fine. Legionnaire versus Bodyguard. This is an interesting pick. I think we want Legionnaire in this deck. Just because flying is evasion, obviously. The fact that we have a low creature count means it's less likely we're going to have multiple creatures out, and Bodyguard becomes obviously a lot worse if our opponent can just 1-for-1 our creatures and leave us with just a Bodyguard that does nothing. I'm not against playing a Hunted Witness. Like, I don't want to, but I don't want another Righteous Blow. I need creatures. It could be worse. Another 2-drop. We're at 22 with 15 creatures. If we get another 2 good creatures, we're happy. Another Halberdier. Parhelion Patrol, that's what we wanted to see come back, so probably could cut this now. But we'll see. Definitely a weak version of a Boros deck, if I do say so myself. Double Short Strike's interesting. Cosmo Wave's basically our finisher. Direct Current, Righteous Blow are our good removal. Oh, and Conclave Tribune, obviously, if they play something big. Like a Niv Busy or something. Hopefully we can be aggressive enough that it doesn't matter. Don't think there's anything amazing that we passed. Take Heart. Yeah, I'll play another Take Heart. I'm happy to turn this into a 16 land deck. Play a second Take Heart, just because it does help. Guild Mage, no. 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 Alright, I feel like this is going to be our deck. Look, honestly, it's not the worst deck I've ever made. The Is It deck I made on the subscriber-only, Patreon-only video. Check out Patreon and Twitch to become a subscriber to check that out. Was much worse than this. If I can get some wins with this, based off the train wreck that the draft was, I'll be happy. If I can get like a win, you know, I'll probably have a game win, to be honest. Swap a colour. 16 creatures, so that's a red card, and that's a white card. We'll go 8/8 just because of the Piston Fist Cyclops and the Direct Current. It just helps that if you have the 8 red sources. Alright. See what happens. So I said, if we can pull a win out of this, I'll be pretty happy. The draft did not go well. We kept ourselves open for way too long. We started in an awkward blue. Like the way that we picked it, we started with an awkward blue. Well, actually, good blue cards. Let's be honest. We started with Capture Sphere, City Watch Sphinx, but then we took red cards that aren't in Is It, which is just awkward because it means you're not drafting a deck, you're drafting 2 piles.